Influencers keep telling us that rainy days at Disneyland are the best days. Well, our family spent some time in the biggest downpour I have ever experienced anywhere in Disneyland. It was pouring, and it didn't let up even for a minute or two here and there. And it was winter, so we were all freezing our... So I can tell you all without a doubt, no, it's not the best day. It sucked. It was wet. We were freezing. And these cool jackets we bought just for this occasion, not waterproof. I'm lucky I happened to bring enough ponchos for everyone in our 12-member family to have one over our clothes, but by the time we needed them, damage was done. Now, I get it, these influencers are trying to help you look on the bright side of a bad situation, but don't lie to me. It sucked. Tell me it sucks and tell me how to navigate it so that it can be a little bit better. That's really all that I want, but as it turns out, there are some upsides. I love Disneyland at night. Look at this. It's empty. Walk on. Let's see the magic. Okay. Rainy days at Disney are rough. There are some perks. Yo, have you ever seen anything like this in your entire life ever? I just watched the SoCal Disney Dad video where he was floored to find rides at 30 minutes.
Rise the Resistance is 30 minutes again. Look at this.
Wild. Our family rode it twice, back to back, because why not? We also took the most unique monorail ride I've ever had. We rode in the front nose cone with the pilot. There's no windshield wipers, but somehow I was confident we weren't going to see any traffic on the rail, so it was just a really cool experience. But lots of other rides were completely shut down. I wandered through Fantasyland. Most of the rides were completely down. Dumbo, Carousel, Teacups, even Alice in Wonderland, which has a slight outdoor section, completely closed. I didn't get a picture of Snow White, Pinocchio, or Peter Pan because I had decided I wasn't going to make any content. This was our last night. We were just going to enjoy it as a family. But it was wild to see. Disney still ran all the projection shows, but no fireworks in this weather. It was really cool to watch while no one else was around. Usually you're shoulder to shoulder for these. And who knows, maybe you'll even get to see the Main Street Christmas tree almost catch fire. Something just happened to this tree. I don't know what. But it smelled like gunpowder, like fire, like smoke, fireworks things. And the bottom's not lit anymore. Okay, it didn't really catch fire, but the lower lights all went out, the fire department showed up, and we could definitely sell smoke for a while. So that was pretty cool. The biggest problem we had, other than the rain jackets not being waterproof, was finding a place to eat. Downtown Disney on our travel night, it was pouring rain. Tables are already at a premium here, especially on weekends at nights, but in the rain, when most of the tables are outside anyway, so everybody's scrambling for just the indoor ones, impossible. We went to every single location, either in person or called. 0 places had any tables nearby, even places like the Hearth inside Grand California, which has tons of seating. Absolutely nothing. We had to order Pizza Hut and have it delivered to the Disneyland Hotel. Now, at the time, I actually read a lot of conflicting information as to whether Pizza Hut actually delivers to the Disneyland Hotel. Now, I can only tell you about my experience, but we were able to get it. We met them downstairs outside by the lobby, and we did have to call up. The app wouldn't let us place the order, but we called up, got everything set, met us downstairs. Super easy. And one last note about accessibility. If you happen to need a scooter like one of our family members did, the rain is the worst thing you can possibly experience. And we had quite the experience getting this at all. If you Google search online and look for different trusted places, there's generally 2 third-party scooter companies that have great reviews for Disneyland scooters. In our experience of exactly one time, one of those companies pays for their near-perfect review, the other one earned it. The first company we tried made us give a 5-star Google review in order to get a discount. Now that's strictly against the Google terms of service, but that's the only way they actually give out the discount, and they checked while we were on the phone. And every single thing that we wanted was an add-on. You want a bigger scooter? That's extra. You want a higher back? That's extra. You want a cancellation policy? That's extra. More on that in a second. You want damage waiver? That's extra! We actually asked about the possibility of rain. They said absolutely not. There is no coverage for rain. You may not use it in the rain, period. And if there's any water damage anywhere on it whatsoever, they will charge you for the cost of the entire scooter. I ended up calling them back a week before our trip because the weather forecast changed and the rain that was going to miss us now was going to be right in the middle of us. And initially, they refused our cancellation because we didn't buy that cancellation policy. I had to call back 2 more times before I finally reached a manager who just blatantly asked, "Why do you want a refund?" And I told them, "Because you won't let me use the scooter. I don't want to pay for a scooter for a week that you won't let me use." And it still took another 2 business days. They did finally refund the scooter for me. Meanwhile, I called the other scooter company. And you know what? One price. No add-ons, no extra fee, no cancellation policy. They deliver it right to me, and they delivered it exactly when they said they would. They'll come pick it up. And they came and picked it up exactly when they said it would. I asked about the rain. They said, don't put it down in a downpour, but if it's a light rain, they actually brought us a bag. We could wrap up the electronics in it. Super easy to work with, incredibly kind. None of the add-on nonsense, and everything made so much more sense. I just called, got it delivered, got it picked up, and paid the bill. Couldn't have been easier. Now, as of this video, we don't have any affiliation whatsoever with Select Scooter Company, and we're not pursuing it. It was so awesome. They were so easy to work with, and it was such a great experience. If you need a scooter at Disneyland, make sure you check out our friends at Select Scooter. On top of everything else they did for us, we actually paid $100 less than we were going to with the other company for a Monday through Friday trip. But I am going to be contacting them to see if we can interview them for an upcoming video. So if you want to hear more about your accessibility options, please subscribe and leave a comment to let us know if this is the kind of stuff that's really helpful to you to plan your Disneyland trip. And subscribing and leaving a comment also gets you entered to win a $100 Amazon gift card that we're giving away. All of the rules are always linked down in the description, so good luck! Up next, check out some of our other adventures from that same rainy day trip. We love you. We'll see you next time we ride the Teacup. Later, y'all.